Now, Cash Forex Group are claiming to be able to pay us up to 15% per week. They pay 5 days a week, so 5 into 15 goes 3 times, so that's 3% per day. Now, is that really possible to get 3% per day? Now, normally, I would say no. Anything claiming to pay over 1% per day is usually a red flag for me. Now, I know personally from my own trading that, of course, it's possible to make 10, 15% more per day even. But to do that consistently, especially in volatile markets, is very difficult. Now, these guys are trading Forex, and the volumes we're talking about in the Forex market are trillions per day. So crypto is like an absolute baby toddler compared to the Forex market. But even so, up to 3% per day is a big claim. Now, this project is just over 2 weeks old, so it's very, very new. And I got into it 3 days ago, and I got my first profit payment yesterday. So we'll see in a moment what percentages they're actually paying. Now, I'm still being cautious with this project, but I'm also very excited by it. And that's primarily because the people behind this know what they're doing. They've built something unique. It's not like your average hype where they buy a template, throw stuff together, make outlandish claims, and have nothing to back it up. These guys have got reputations. They've got a vetted business. I'm still waiting to see the evidence of their trading, the evidence of their partnerships with licensed brokers and financial institutions throughout the world. I'm waiting to see their web TV tool that gives us transparency to see their trades. But from what I can see at the moment, while I'm waiting for some of this evidence to be produced, it looks real. So at the moment, I'm viewing this as a medium risk project. There's some really good stuff here, but I'm waiting to see full transparency before I would give it a low risk rating. So I'm not giving it low risk at the moment. Okay, so let's see how much they're actually paying. So on the dashboard, it says here in the Bear Capital panel on the right, 0 trade received. And when I logged in yesterday, I'd received $7.04. So I think there's just a bug there that's not being reflected. If we look down at financial progress, under the bear section here, it's rounding these numbers up, but it's saying I've got 2% return so far. Now, if I look at trading pool, so yesterday, which was 24th of July 2019, I received 2.01%, which I think is really good. It's not 3%, but it's very good. And that was $7.04. And today I got 2.38%. So very high percentages. Now I put in $500, but if you've been watching my other videos, so when you put in $500, 70% of that goes to the trade pool and 30% goes towards educational products. But in reality, it goes to pay commissions and bonuses. That's so 70% of 500 is $350. So for example, the 833 here. So if I multiply $350 by 2.38%, that's $8.33. So that's where those numbers are coming from. Now, these kind of percentages here, 2%, an average of 2.2% say at the moment. 5 days a week, that's 11% per week. Now, I don't know what the next days are. You know, it could be lower than that, higher than that, I don't know. But just at the moment, based upon 2 figures, which is very little to go on when you're trying to like average things out, 10, 11% per week, that's 40% per month. They're massive, massive figures. Now remember, there's no capital return here. So if we look at the dashboard, so this progress here in the bear section, so it's saying that we've got roughly 2% towards our target. Now the target is 2x your investment. So we'll just bring the calculator back. I put in $500, so 2x that is $1,000, and 2% of $1,000 is $20. Now I don't have $20. If I go back to trading pool, I've got $15.37. So they've rounded it up to 2%. So this will continue until I receive $1,000. So how long would it take us to get our capital back? Well, let's just look at $100 as an example. I know the minimum investment is $300, but this just helps with percentages. So if we receive 2.2% per day, so we divide that by 2.2, it would take 45 days, so 6 weeks to receive your capital back. And then a further 6 weeks later, you would have 100% profit on top of that. Now, if they were paying 15%, which is 3% per day, if I divide that by 3, it would bring the 45 days down to 33 days. Anyway, that's just a rough idea of how long it would take to get your capital back and your profit if you were just to look at the daily profits. But they have this other thing, forced matrix. So I just want to show you what that is. Now the forced matrix is designed to help you get to your 2x quicker. Now normally there's two types of investors in any of these platforms. There's the passive guys, and then there's the team builders. So the team builders go out and recruit people, they sign up referrals, and they build up a team, and they get bonuses that way. And that accelerates their profits. Passive investors don't sign up referrals, and their profits are from the profits that are paid out on a daily basis. But in Cash Forex Group, even when you invest passively, you still get bonuses through this feature called the forced matrix. Now, if you watch my other videos, you'll know that they have a 20% withdrawal fee. Ouch. So what they're saying here is that the residual income, that is the forced matrix, is paid out from the withdrawal fee. So let's say this is me here at the top in the gold coin, and I invest $500, so 2x that will be $1,000. When it comes time for me to withdraw, let's say I don't withdraw until I have my 2x, so I've got $1,000 balance in my account, and I withdraw. At that moment, I only get $800. 20% is deducted as a fee. So of that $200, they say here that we share 50% of the total withdrawal fee in matrix commissions. So of that $200, $100 of that is shared in the forced matrix. So if you look on the right hand side of these levels, so there's 10 levels in this, and if you add up all those percentages, they come to 100%. Now it says up here at the top, it's a 3 by 10 matrix. So the 10 refers to the number of levels, and the 3 refers to the number of people each person has below them. So in this case, of the $100 I have, $3 of that gets distributed in the 3 people below me in this matrix. Now, these people, you might say, well, where have they come from? They've come from the people above you. And it's a forced matrix, a bit like a waterfall. So if I can only hold 3 cups of water, and the water is flowing down over me, and as soon as those 3 cups are full, then the water spills out and goes down below, and whoever's below me, they're holding 3 cups as well, and when they're full, it flows down, etc. So 3% goes to those first guys, so that's $1 each. And then $3 goes to the next level. Well, 3%, in this case it's $3, but this time it's spread out among 9 people on level 2. Then level, you got 27 people, because each person has up to 3 below them. So that's the 3 part of the 3 by 10. And you can see then that expands down by the time you get to level 10 to 59,000 people at that level, and overall 88,000 people can exist in a 3 by 10 matrix. Now, you might think, well, by the time you get to level 10, you're only talking about like a couple of cents or something when someone makes a large withdrawal. And you're right. But every withdrawal from the person above you cascades down. Now, I don't know how much it's going to end up being, but if you're under the right person, if you're signed up under the right person, someone who creates a lot of spillover through the force matrix, like myself, then it might end up being a significant amount of money. I mean, wouldn't it be nice if that ended up being 10%? And if it was 10%, then that takes care of half of that fee. That'd be nice. Anyway, this is early days. I don't know what it's going to end up being, but it's an interesting idea, especially for people who invest passively and are not used to getting these extra bonuses that usually only apply to team builders. Now that force matrix is calculated and paid every 15 days, so twice a month. And the first calculation, I believe, is the 31st of July 2019, and then you can do the maths from there. So twice a month, once in the beginning, once at the end. Now, 7 people contacted me telling me that they hadn't received their confirmation email. So they registered, but then when they went to their email, there was nothing there from Cash FX Group. Now, of course, the first thing, which you probably have all done already, but it's to check your spam folders. If it's not there, then you can go to cashfxgroup.com/resend-confirm. Put your email address in there again, and they'll send it to you again. Now, it usually only takes a minute or two for that email to arrive. So if it hasn't arrived, then it could be your email provider or Cash FX Group and your email provider, a problem between the two of them. I use Gmail for most of my emails, and it's almost instant, the confirmation email with Gmail. But I've had people contact me using Outlook, Hotmail, and various other email providers, and it seems that some of those email providers are not passing those emails on. Maybe they consider cashfxgroup.com coming from a spam server or something, but for whatever reason, Gmail works fine. Some of the other email providers don't. So if you're having trouble, you could create a Gmail account, even a temporary one, and use that as your email address. Okay, stay tuned. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe, click the bell, and you'll receive updates. Now, Cash Forex Group, I happen to think is a very interesting project. I'm hoping to see more transparency, but at the moment, I consider it a medium risk venture. I hope to be able to change that to low risk when I get all the data, but for the moment, it seems to be working well. But as usual, manage your risk, please. Don't get yourselves in over your head. And remember, with a lot of this stuff, there's no rush. If these guys are good, then they'll be around for a good while. All right, take care, guys.